developments that are happening on the Afghanistan-Pakistan border. India remains fully committed to the sovereignty, territorial integrity and independence of Afghanistan.
See, India's foreign policy has been pretty constant as far as Afghanistan is concerned and Pakistan's relations with Afghanistan is concerned. We have condemned this airstrike by Pakistan in Afghanistan, in Nangar and Patika areas, as well as Kabul also earlier. So, and now also Pakistan has carried out airstrikes in Kabul. We have condemned these airstrikes because it is a direct violation on the sovereignty of a country and against the United Nations Convention. So I think India has been very, very consistent as far as its policy on Afghanistan is concerned. And India is not going to do anything beyond this because we've always maintained that this is an internal affair between in Afghanistan, and it's a bilateral issue as far as Afghanistan and Pakistan is concerned. And you would have seen India has maintained this stand of its foreign policy with all its neighbors. We have never interfered into the internal affairs of any country, be it Nepal, Bangladesh, or Sri Lanka. And we maintain this kind of stance with Afghanistan and Pakistan also. And India will continue to condemn any kind of unfair aggression by Pakistan on Afghanistan. As a form of a strategic depth, it got into Afghanistan. And if you remember, Chief of the ISI, when he visited Pakistan in Afghanistan in 2021, he made a statement that now Pakistan has got strategic depth. So I think this loss of strategic depth and India's presence now in Afghanistan, because India is now coming up with a number of projects in Afghanistan, and already more than $3 billion India has invested in Afghanistan. This is bothering Pakistan, and that is why Pakistan brings the India bogey into play. These changes I am seeing in Pakistan, as you mentioned, to a large extent because of the United States support. And of course, China's support has always been there with Pakistan. And that is nothing new. And the CPEC also is now vulnerable because of this Afghanistan war now. It's very clear that it won't be a conventional war because there is a disparity between the two armies. Pakistan army is 5.5 lakh strong and Afghanistan army is just around 1.5. And the kind of air force Pakistan has, possibly Afghanistan doesn't have. And in terms of military equipment, missiles, tanks and drones, etc., the firepower of Pakistan army is much more. So they are going to resort to attacks on their outposts on the border. Already, I believe 16 to 17 outposts have been attacked. And if you see the deployment of the Pakistan army on the Afghanistan border, it's a very, very long border, and Pakistan does not have that kind of a force to commit itself to guard the entire border. So there is a large gaps in deployment, and that is why when Afghanistan or Taliban attack one post of Pakistan. The next post of Pakistan is about 15-20 kilometers away. It cannot support this post in that action, and that is why the Pakistani soldiers are getting captured. So Taliban are taking firstly the advantage of deployment of the Pakistan army on the border. A second important aspect is it's going to be a asymmetric warfare. It's going to be a hybrid warfare. We have already seen some attacks, suicide attacks in Rawalpindi. We have seen in Islamabad. We have seen in Karachi. These are going to intensify now because this is the strength of Afghanistan. This is the strength of Taliban, that they will retaliate through an asymmetric warfare, a hybrid warfare, a kind of a proxy warfare, and you are going to see these attacks now taking place in Punjab. These attacks now taking place in the hinterland of Pakistan, where it is going to hurt Pakistan the most. Pakistan military convoy, a movement in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is going to be targeted now. They are going to make use of IEDs and all these kind of snipers, and which they have been actually doing earlier also. So this is the kind of retaliation I see from Afghanistan, and it's not going to stop. This problem will not stop unless the fault lines are resolved. There are two major fault lines. One is the Durand line, which Afghanistan don't recognize, and the second is that terrorist camps of TTP in Afghanistan, which Afghanistan denies. So as long as this denial is there and this Durand line will remain a contentious issue, I don't think the relations between the two countries will stabilize.